Hello, everyone. Welcome. NFLHC Sunday Countdown, Week 1 of the 2017 season. Uh, had games on Thursday night first. We're going to talk about those. Then we'll talk about our 1 p.m. game slot up until the 4 p.m. game slot that's coming up in just about 30 minutes. So with me, I have Danger
What's up?
and the twins.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, we're on the same computer. So that's
You guys are back together again after dreaming.
After a brief hiatus.
reunited, and it feels all right.
All right, so let's kick it off with the Thursday night game.
Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Major storyline here. Former Super Bowl champion, or actually not former Super Bowl champion, past season they won the Super Bowl. The
Yeah.
Falcons.
Defending Super Bowl champions, the Falcons. They had a rough outing against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
New quarterback in A.J. Jefferson did not play up to the standards that they were probably holding him to. But
Yeah, I think there was like a game plan issue there, if I remember correctly. So I don't want to put too much stock into this game, and it's also just the first game for a starting quarterback. I think I really liked A.J. Jefferson. I think he has the highest ceiling out of the group from the draft myself, but that's just my opinion. But so I think it's a rough start, but I think it will maybe work out for Atlanta. I don't hate the trade they made as much as other people do. But good chunk from Tampa Bay too.
Yeah. The trade,
Taylor Hayden looking pretty solid.
I mean, I don't know about solid. He had threw 2 interceptions. And
Yeah, he
did
still threw a
That's against
touchdown, won the
Wilbur and
game.
the rest of the-
yeah,
definitely a step back from how crazy he was last year.
Falcons have an elite secondary. I wouldn't put too much fault on Hyde.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. But he did enough to win the game for his team and win by 17, so it's not a bad performance by any means.
And James Otero showing up for Tampa Bay as well after a kind of meh season last year with Miami. So I guess that trade might work out well for both sides.
Yeah. We'll talk about how Marcus Berry did later in the day.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's about to come up right now because they're the first game on.
Wilburn starting it off with an interception.
Yeah.
Classic.
Wilburn.
Yeah, Wilburn is
Probably
crazy.
anything too surprising about this game.
I was actually surprised. Richard Wilson, though, had 4 catches for 57 yards. All right, I think Riddick Smith might be their number 1 receiver, but
Yeah,
probably had like 50 yards against Wilburn, which is a solid game again. That's actually a really good game to go against Wilburn.
Yeah.
still put up those numbers. Yeah,
Who, Richard Wilson?
It was I don't know who their number 1 receiver is. If someone wants to look that up, I think it's
Yeah.
actually Riddick Smith.
I think it's Wilson over Chambers, but it might have been Chambers. If it's Chambers,
Riddick Smith plays for the Falcons, Danger.
What?
Riddick Smith plays for the Falcons, so he wouldn't be going against David Wilburn.
Oh, never mind. I
No.
meant Richard
well,
Wilson.
I thought you were talking about Wilson, but yeah. Anyways, you want to go on to the 1 p.m. games now?
So we.
Yeah, it was Richard Wilson who had 4 catches for 57 yards.
Yeah, that's not a bad game at all.
No, that's a great game against Wilburn. But congratulations to Tampa Bay who put it together. It was an ugly, ugly first game of the year, but they won.
Yeah. And I guess that's I think it's kind of an upset since it's the reigning champs, but it's a completely different team now, really.
It's a different game when you're starting a new quarterback.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, move on to Monday or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Miami at New England. Did they go to Super Bowl last year?
No.
No.
No, they did not win
no,
the
no.
AFC.
Yeah. But the Dolphins started out really, really strong with this start to the season.
And that's not unexpected, really. Lawyer Johnson in his first game did not play.
Oh Lord, lawyer, buddy.
Yeah, 3 turnovers, not a great start, but I think he'll fix it too. I
New
think
England
it's
had a line rating of 7.5. That's not too good for an NFL team.
no.
Yeah.
But Marcus Berry.
NFL line should be riding like the 7.8 and above.
Oh, geez, Marcus Berry had a huge day.
Yeah, Marcus Berry had a great game, and it's a lot of what he showed last year. A very strong outing. He how long was his touchdown run?
I don't think it was that long. 6 yards.
6 yards. Yeah, it's not great.
It was just a solid game all around.
Yeah, he definitely outshone his Ohio State counterpart from the 2014 season.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean both of the running backs in that trade that sent Otero to Tampa Bay and Marcus Berry to Miami shown, but Berry stepped up a little more.
Yeah.
But to be honest, we don't know how good this New England team is right now. And Lawyer Johnson didn't have a great game, but again, it's a rookie. Not many of the rookies had a great game.
No, Lord Christensen had a good game though. He had that interception there, and
Christensen took down an interception, and that was a good first-round pick for Saloon. It's looking like.
Yeah.
But this is
even though he wasn't too happy about it at the time, it seems like it might work out for him because they shut down Lawyer Johnson.
But Miami went up 20-3 in the third quarter, and it was over from there.
Yeah.
I mean, just a butt whooping.
Josh Wilson, a sack, forced fumble, full recovery. I'm guessing that's all on the same play.
Yeah, those Texas Tech defensive tackles, man, they're beasts.
Yeah, seriously. The defensive line coming out of Texas Tech is terrifying.
Yeah.
All right, next game, New York at Buffalo.
Buffalo,
very
please.
solid showing to start off this season. Buffalo, their offense was kind of anemic. I wouldn't fault the defense that much for this game. I think they put up a solid showing. Ortiz with the sack. He matched Brum's numbers, so maybe that's a good thing, sign of things to come. Brum clone in the same division.
Yeah, Ortiz did well. I mean, if you can get a sack in a game, you had a good game as a defensive end.
Charlie Paul got a concussion.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not a concussion. It looks like it's just a head injury.
Old Steph Curry.
Wait, does it say concussion if it's a concussion?
Yeah, it says concussion.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a head injury. So it's just rattled up a little bit, but yeah, he'll be
probably
fine.
back next week.
Yeah.
Face laceration. Somebody just gashed him up.
Oh, man. But this is just another very boring game.
Yeah.
Chris Hogue, solid kicker.
Chad Dess, they gave him the ball a lot.
Yeah, they did. I thought they'd go more balanced with McCready, but I guess not.
No. Well, I mean, McCready didn't even perform well.
See, I thought McCready would be a lot like Harold Simmons, but maybe not.
But it doesn't look like they're giving much of a chance when they're going that heavy with Chad Dess.
How is their wide receiving core? Is it any good?
No. I mean, Frank Kowiak got the entire, passing offense pretty much.
All right.
James Ware had 2 catches for 20 yards, and another dude had 1 catch for 7 yards.
And that is every single pass they did.
Yeah.
Good lord.
That's every pass they completed.
Well, yeah.
That's every pass.
We don't know about the incomplete passes, where they went.
All right. The next one might be the most interesting result of the morning games.
And it stings a bit.
Dean, why don't you give us the rundown? This is your game.
All right, so Cleveland came into this, or they started out this game pretty strong. Ty Miller, the rookie, got a touchdown on the first. It seemed like Ryan Clark and Ty Miller were just going to tear it up early on, maybe. And Don Williams followed it up with a touchdown himself. But then Pitt started to fight back, and then Ontario Smith and Engelberger started to pick it up. I would assume Pittsburgh's running the triple option. Maybe
maybe a spread option kind
of.
Spread option doesn't use 2 running
Yeah, it
backs.
doesn't use 2 running backs anymore.
of. You use a fullback. Do they have James Bush at fullback?
Ooh, that's a good question.
No, James Bush is their running back, and it was.
Yeah, I think it's triple option now. And I mean, it started to work. They just kept pounding it, and then Ontario Smith got some room with that 77-yard touchdown running that pick next to Prince.
Most of Ontario Smith's rushing yards came on his 2 touchdown runs.
Yeah.
And he did what he did all the time at Miami, and that was run a lot.
Yeah, and run far.
And Nick Engelberger had a solid opening.
Yeah.
18 for 84 is not a great yards per carry, but he had a solid game.
But yeah, so Pitt had over 200 yards rushing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, you can't really beat that, or you can't win when you allow 200 yards rushing most of the time.
How is Cleveland's run defense?
Apparently not good, I would say, after the result of this game.
Ontario Smith for 77 yards in the third quarter.
Yeah, that sealed it, I think.
Well,
Well, no,
I
the
mean,
Joe Prince pick
yeah.
six sealed it. That killed any momentum Cleveland might have had
especially
right there.
because
So wait. I'm viewing a situation now. If Pittsburgh looks at the end of the season and realizes they don't want Ontario Smith as their quarter, there is a quarterback who goes to Houston who might declare for the NFL draft
Hmm.
to be on the same team as Joel Prince and have Joel King on the same team.
God.
Oh my God.
I hope that happens, kind of. Then again, I don't really know if I want Joel King in division, but that'd be kind of cool.
That's kind of what I'm hoping happens in Panther. You need to make that happen.
Yes, please. But Ty Miller with a great showing, so a Cleveland draft pick from the first round actually seems to work this year.
Yeah, no, both those early wide receiver picks have worked out, but Ty Miller went nuts.
Yeah, completely great performance.
Cardinal Meadows had 7 tackles for Pitt, so he
Yeah,
shows up in his first game as well.
16.5 yards a catch for Ty Miller.
oof. That got me all excited. That's the one thing that made me okay with this result, basically, was Ty Miller.
No.
And Ryan Clark in his first start, not
bad.
bad. Yeah, not
Yeah.
bad.
He's efficient. The interception obviously killed you guys.
Yeah, but he's still at 14 for 20. That's pretty solid. And then also he had a touchdown on the ground. So,
Ty Miller catching half those passes.
Yeah, if he doesn't throw that interception, it's a different game. But it's a rookie, or not? He's not a rookie, but he's in his first real start.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not a rookie, but
Yeah, I think we're basically just going to cut all these guys some slack, basically, for now.
But I think Cleveland's still a scary team who can get together, and
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, they could be good. Oh, I don't know about if they're going to make a run for playoffs.
their offensive line is not good.
They could be a solid team, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But
Their
I'm
offensive
not sure
line
if
is.
Ontario Smith can
Oh,
run like this
God.
every week. But their triple option will scare some teams, and I'm not looking forward to playing them.
They don't even have an 80 rated player on the O line. Like any team with a high key pass rush or any stars on the D line when you go up against
I think
Pittsburgh.
it's more your linebackers that you need, because that triple option makes the Ola L less and less important.
well,
We'll see. Pittsburgh can scare some teams. I don't think they're going to be major contenders, but I think they will pull some upsets like they did this week.
they'll ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And looking at the next game,
Oh Lord!
Yeah, I think this is the biggest surprise to me. I didn't expect this result at all, personally.
I was confident in Houston, and they just.
I don't think it's all I don't really know what happened there, but or doctor or whatever it's pronounced, I don't remember. But Houston defensively had a pretty decent showing, at least in terms of big plays, I suppose. I mean, 2 sacks from Kalana Groff, DeAndre Hawkins with a pick. Those are 2 OSU guys stepping up, like it. But Kareem the Dream.
Kareem.
He's always been a very solid quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, he was great in 2014. He was kind of average with the Saints and then got replaced by Devereaux, but
Yeah.
I knew that Kareem would have a chance to win some games just because he's an 89. An 89 quarterback is going to give the Titans chances to win.
Yeah. For sure.
but look at what is the most intriguing to me about this game is Buzz Echeverry's performance. And
Yeah.
it's not the end of the world for him.
No, it's just weird, honestly. I think is the main thing. It doesn't seem to make
9.2 offensive rating against a Tennessee team who's not that great on the defensive line. To have such a poor outing is cause for
A Tennessee team that has
like I said, it's not
one
the-
good run stopper in David Doherty, and that's it.
Yeah, and David Doherty isn't a big tackle machine, but I mean they just couldn't do anything. Like
Yeah, I mean, Harold Simmons comes out with a great outing, basically. I think it's one of his better games, honestly. I don't think he usually does this. I think he's like game manager to the extreme, but
It
this,
appears that Buzz could not make it around the right end because Josh Swift led Tennessee with tackles,
Well,
six
Randy
yeah,
tackles.
Randy
Humphries
Humphries too.
had
But
a
yeah,
sack and a safety.
maybe there was just like a negative 20-yard run on the safety or something crazy, like a fumble or something. I don't know, but because that would make more sense to
Well,
me
there's
than
no
this.
fumble because there's no fumble.
Oh yeah, it's true. Well, I guess if you recover, I don't know. But anyways,
Not I think Echeverry can come back from this, but it's a tough outing for the first game. It's not like they're going to bench him right now or anything.
See, I think a lot of it is there's just like not that team chemistry yet. So
yeah, we'll see what happens. But I wouldn't give up on him
We're
yet.
not we're not giving up on anyone this week.
Yeah, no, not even Kotar.
Not even Kotar, who we're looking at in this next game between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Whew.
Oh
that was
man, just one more comment on the last game. Currently, if they decide to go away from Buzz, running back number 2 is Russ Martin, the free
Ooh.
agent.
Good lord.
so that's still at the running back situation in Houston.
Yeah.
Very interesting situation there. All right, New York at Philadelphia.
Uh-oh.
Stepping up.
Yeah, Ken Eller, probably the best rookie quarterback so far.
I mean, I like the guy coming out, so I'm not too surprised by that. Well, I'm still a little surprised he was the best one, but I'm not too surprised he had a decent performance.
UCLA always haunts me. I
We
swear.
haven't seen Jarius or Brookshire
The
yet.
thing is, though, is Ken Eller was a very interesting college career. I remember in 2014, he was replacing Jason Johnson.
Yeah.
He got hurt like 4 games in. He was only hurt for like 2, or it was like the second week. He got hurt for 4 games, and
He was never put back in, was he?
yeah, he was never put back in because Evan Azanci, or E-Weaves, it's easier to say, put him as the number 2 quarterback and then left.
Yeah.
Never put him back as a starter. So he rode the bench that year. And then he came back. He wasn't great in 2015, but 2016 he was very strong and a solid quarterback and became a solid pro prospect.
Mm.
And all of the Eagles stepped up. Like, that was a very good game for the team. And they shut down Kotar.
Yeah. I mean, just kind of surprised for an expansion team on defense to shut down a player, but they played well. Joe Johnson, the rookie safety out of Houston, I believe, he came up with the interception. Roderick Milligan, who the Eagles acquired in a trade with the Raiders, he showed up, and that trade was seen as a very bad one. But hey, got him a win today, probably. Yeah, so the Giants still played him close.
The Giants' offensive line, 7.6 rating, but they've got pretty solid, like good left tackle. Well, he's 83 left tackle, 76 left guard, 79 center, 81 right guard, and 80 right tackle. So
That's kind of a meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Giants might need to upgrade there next year or through the draft maybe, but I don't know. We'll see what happens as the season continues.
And then, but if you look at the fourth quarter, Aaron Kotar, to be all fairness to him, he let his team down and tied it up with 8 minutes left, and then Ken Eller came back the other way
Yeah.
and won it.
and that means they left Kotar just under 3 minutes to go, and he couldn't drive it back down. I mean,
Yeah.
That's basically it. Kotar isn't the kind of quarterback you really want with the game on the line, I don't think. I still think he's a solid quarterback and can be good, but I'm not sure that's the guy I want with the game on the line because I'm not sure he's the type of guy who can lead a game-winning drive like that.
I think he has the clutch gene in him. And I think he kind of showed that with tying, but I don't know.
But he still had with 8 minutes left.
yeah, with 8.5 minutes left, he had 3 minutes to get it done.
Defense also didn't step up. This game could have went different.
I think the Giants need to go back to the drawing board, work something out, come back next week, and I think they can be better.
And
don't think
Sterling Brown probably needed to be a little bit better too. So two college greats not really showing up that much for the Giants, but
I mean, he had a 100-yard rushing game.
yeah,
Yeah. What do you want more from him?
I don't know, a little more yards per carry probably.
Yeah.
You're running him 24 times a game.
Yeah, but
He gets tired.
I don't know.
All
I
right.
think in the next game,
So
Uh-oh.
this
You got-
game shows that Von Abraham is a god.
yeah, basically.
129 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, and 55 yards receiving and a touchdown through the air.
Javier Fields probably has the best game of his life in trying to show up the Falcons game. I think, saying this is what you could have had you playing.
He told the Falcons staff that he deserves to be a starting quarter or a franchise quarterback, but he's going to do it in Washington now.
And Kamau with the clutch victory there.
3 touchdown
2 yard-
passes
2
on
yard
15
pass to ML Greenwald.
Kamau was efficient.
Yeah, Kamau's always efficient, I
He
think.
didn't throw a
He
lot.
led the league in touchdowns per attempt last year.
Yeah,
He had the best
he's
touchdown percentage, and he's definitely leading the league right now with a touchdown every 5 throws.
geez, he is Mr. Efficiency, I
Right, I
think.
think we should
I
hurry.
think that part of that is because Von Abraham is just
Oh yeah.
taking all of the focus from the other
Well,
team.
we only have one more game anyway, so we can just do quick picks. Shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steve Warner with the nice pay me game there too.
Yeah, Steve Warner, I loved him. I think, like I was talking to you earlier, there's some questions about his potential, but the dude is a combine freak. He's a freak athlete, and he has pulled off games like this before, and he's a good number 1 wide receiver for the Redskins, and he had a hell of a game.
Yep.
I've seen this guy in practice. I know what he can do, and he's showing off today.
All right, so let's move on to the Panthers at the Saints pretty quickly, so we can actually get into the picks before the games are actually posted. So Sean Jenkins' first touch takes it back for a touchdown, 102 yards. Great start to his career. And Skaggs finding the Zimmer. Can't simmer the Zimmer. Richard Zimmerman showing that he could potentially be a good number 1 for Carolina in that game.
He's technically still the number 2.
Yeah, but hey,
Not for long, though.
Mike Latta with
He had a solid game.
He had a solid game. He had a great game.
Great second quarter.
Yeah, great second quarter, but at least 50 yards and a touchdown came in the second quarter.
Well, his 2 touchdowns and 50 yards came in the second quarter.
So?
He could have only shown up in the second.
But it's still a good game.
It's still a great game for a rookie to be stepping up, and I think he had the best game of all the rookie running backs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other rookie running backs. He did better than Echeverry.
Honestly, can't even be super, Tennessee, yeah, he gave up a touchdown, but he also got a pick. He was going up against Sean Jenkins today, so
Yeah,
who I think is taller than him by 6 inches or something.
yeah. Tennessee with the clutch interception to basically nearly give Carolina the win if Gaffney would have hit that field goal. But he just
6 inches.
Kevin Richards ended that one in overtime with the 16.
Willie Gaffney at the combine, I think he was only a C+ for kicking.
Yeah, I guess that kind of showed.
Today.
All right, I think that might be our game of the week. That was a hell of a game.
Yeah.
A shootout.
Let's skip ahead. We have 5 minutes left before the games are posted. Let's do preview. Start with Oakland at Kansas City.
I think Oakland's just gonna demolish Kansas City.
Kansas City has Thomas Wheeler at quarterback. We'll see how he does there. He also has Cap Christian at wide receiver. It's like
I think it's
Interesting storyline I hear. The Giants decided to get rid of Cap Christian because they didn't think that Thomas Wheeler liked to throw to him, but then they ended up dealing Thomas Wheeler to the Chiefs. So we'll see if they've hashed out their issues and Cap gets the ball, or maybe not.
I think the Chiefs will have a strong showing. I think they'll lose by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the thing is, they still don't have that secondary, and the Raiders have Nick Hall at quarterback, Mike Triplett, and Marvin White, a bunch of good wide receivers.
You just named 2 Ohio State wide receivers.
You're goddamn right, I did. So they're just
The
good.
Oakland Buckeyes.
And that's scary when you have the secondary case he has, well, especially at cornerback, the lack of there. So the next game,
Chargers at Denver.
I think this one's gonna be closer. I think a lot of people are favoring the Chargers. Chargers had a great draft. Denver has home field advantage, though.
Denver has some personnel issues, it seems.
Yeah, from what I've heard, yeah. So that might actually come into play. I'll pick San Diego, but I think it's closer.
I think
Is Will Thompson legit?
I think
Will Thompson is
Will
legit.
Thompson's probably one of the. I think he's basically Alex Smith, in my mind. Well, he doesn't run, but he's basically.
I think Will Thompson can lead a team effectively.
I think he's basically he's like Javier Fields. You might not think he's your franchise quarterback, but he can lead you to the Super Bowl and get you a victory.
The Broncos have a pretty solid They got 380 overall and above cornerbacks, an 82 strong safety, but then their free safety is a 65.
Yeah.
So they got a pretty solid pass defense.
Okay, so
Depends on if San Diego wants to run the ball or throw it.
San Diego, they got Tunch Richardson. in the
Yeah.
draft, right?
Right.
And Denver's going to run the ball. You know, Denver.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the part of it. I do not think that Rambo is going to be good enough to win it for.
Now, if they decide to go balanced, because I think they have Warner now, right?
Yeah.
So I think if they decide to go balanced, it becomes a good game. If not,
I heard reports that the Sam is all in on pounding Rambo.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And-
Let's,
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah, let's hurry this up a little. Okay, St. Louis at Seattle. Who you got?
I'm taking the Seahawks. They have Xander now. They have a great secondary. They might. I don't think they'll shut down Walt Peck, but Cowan might. If anyone can't smack Cowan, that guy is a beast.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
I'm pretty sure we've seen Peck struggle against the top corners. I don't think he did that great against Wilburn. I'd probably put Cowan maybe third after Keyshawn.
The thing with Cowan was, I remember when I was doing stuff for the Big, I remember looking at it, and apparently Wisconsin had the best rated pass defense, in the nation when Cowan was there. So I mean, that guy's a beast.
See, I think Seattle's going to win this game because they're at home.
Yeah, that's
that
partly.
It's just going to be the difference between these two teams, and I think that's going to be what wins it for Seattle.
Okay. San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. Who you got?
Probably deep down is just expecting Jarius Jones to step up and have the best performance of the rookie quarterbacks. And
Yep, give me Jarius Jones and the Cardinals.
Lester the Buster.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
going
get.
with the Cardinals. Lester the Buster.
Let's just run through these quickly now. Minnesota Vikings at Green Bay Packers. Who you got?
I'm still taking the Vikings, even though they had a
Vikings.
pretty bad draft. But I still like them over the Packers, even though it's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm also going. I'm going to go with the Vikings. A little hesitant there.
Yeah. And before we hit 4,
Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears.
Bears, upset.
Loins.
really. See, the thing is, I like the Bears, but their running back's Quincy Turner, and Norris Brookshire's first game. It's in Chicago, but I'm still gonna take the Lions over.
I'm going.
They're pulling the upset. Quincy Turner, it's like a phoenix. He's going to rise. I think he's going to.
He's like
He's
a
playing
phoenix.
against his old team. He's the team who doesn't want him, who makes fun of him. He's.
I hope we see a Quincy Turner vengeance game, just because it would be kind of cool
the
to see. But
redemption.
I
There's
doubt
going
it
to be 30 for 30 about this game. Quincy Turner touchdown with a minute left to win it.
From
If that-
69 yards.
If that happens, we'll crown you king of CFBHT right up there with Kotar.
Oh, King Kotar.
He's got a bone to pick.
Okay, so
We're just gonna F5 the prime time now.
Yeah.
So slow on the site
A
now.
little bit evaluate about.
I guess, yeah. I guess you can go back to the ones we didn't touch on as much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up. Never mind.
Okay.
Nah.
Fox Sports showing us.
Yeah,
the
Fox Sports.
Never mind about the.
shit.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh man, Robert Martin torching the Kansas
Jesus.
City defense.
Well, I was
Oh,
right
my.
on all of them except for fucking.
Wheeler not bad though. Wheeler not bad.
He didn't do
Oh,
anything. They
shit.
relied on Michael Shoemaker, and he did not.
Oh.
I also knew Shoemaker trash. Sorry, he's bad.
Good God, Oakland.
Oakland with the God, Brian Gary. If you had him on your fantasy team, you won.
Oh
this
my
week.
Lord, Brian Gary going
The
ham.
rape of Kansas City, folks. My
Yeah.
God.
Who won the Kotar trade now?
Oh Lord, I think both sides might have lost.
No, but
Wheeler didn't do bad.
I was wrong. Rob
was-
LeCount, holy shit. Look at Rob
Okay.
LeCount's stat line.
Hold on, let's go down. Let's go
Look at
down.
Rob
Game
LeCount's
by
stat
game.
Oh, Danny Panfill with a nice game for San Diego, the former Brown.
Oh Lord.
1.5 sacks.
Rob LeCount had 3 touchdowns in a quarter.
God.
All right, now we just have to go to the Lions and Bears because fucking danger.
Oh wow, Robert Count.
Ooh.
Jeez. Oh,
5 touchdowns, 1 interception, 3
I was,
Danica.
I was a little wrong on that one, but
game.
Quincy Turner had a touchdown. Good
Quincy
catch.
Turner did not have. Wait, he had a
Fumble.
touchdown.
He's really
Yeah,
played
touchdown
fumble.
catch.
teams in this set of games.
Quincy also had a fumble, so
Arizona Cardinals.
Jarius Jones, I called that one with a nice game. Todd Lester, not bad though.
Lester the Bust Esther.
Hey, Marcus, nice start.
And Minnesota just torched Green Bay.
INT machine.
Ryan Bardell. Oh man, 25 of 34.
Some of these quarterback
397
games.
Yards,
Good
4 touchdowns.
Oh
God,
no. Oh God.
my Lord.
Sonny
Hey,
Bank.
almost
Novelini
half
still getting
sacks.
his.
Oh,
People
man,
who said he was a product of the Carolina system.
First game.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough entrance to the league.
Sonny Beckett is the real deal. 5 already got a touchdown. 5 catches for 54.
Oh, and Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. Xander Williams' first start, get that victory. He's going to lead them to the playoffs this year, probably, in my opinion.
Xander
Sean
Williams,
Anderson, how do
solid.
you feel about that performance game?
Yeah.
I'm just
Sean,
saying,
my boy.
the
Get-
fantasy
get that
team I
touchdown.
drafted had Xander, Von Abraham, Rodney Montgomery on it. They're going nuts today.
Peck got shut the fuck down. And Corey Quinn got an interception. Hell yeah.
All right, so what the hell can you do if you're Kansas City now? Because you got to do something to fix this mess. This is
Wait till next.
Not give Shoemaker the ball 30 times? Jeez. Terrible.
Yeah, seriously, Wheeler had a good game.
oh Lord.
Shoemaker doesn't even know how to play running back anymore. He got used to playing fullback.
That was
Jordan
Dorn.
Bose with the kind of
Oh, wait, that's Jordan Bose,
underwhelming
never mind.
first.
Whatever.
Thought he'd be better, but I guess didn't really matter because Nick Hall just torched him, and so did Robert Martin, who I thought was a pretty good quarterback. Good Lord.
Shoemaker had a
576
combine.
yard pass, 6 yards passing. They had as many. Oh wait, no, that's not right. They nearly had as many incompletions as touchdowns. They both had one more incompletion than touchdowns. Both quarterbacks.
God.
There was not a lot of incomplete passes in that game.
No, there were.
Oh my god, Time had both Nick Hall and Brian Gary for
Jeez.
fantasy. So Time won.
Yeah.
I think TCTY might have had a better day, though.
I'm kind of in shock of reading some of these
Why are we
games.
discussing fantasy on the NFLHC?
Dude, the NFL Live discusses fantasy. They have a fantasy
Yeah,
section.
but they don't discuss specific fantasy leagues.
They're not comparing their own fantasy teams like, oh, Berman, you got fucked by Chris Carter.
Oh,
Yeah, but I mean, there's only one league here. Yeah,
literally one fantasy league. I want like random fans that decide to start making fantasy teams.
Yeah.
Like, people that aren't coaching teams to have a fantasy league.
Just post it for our fantasy football and have them make their own fantasy leagues.
Have ESPN pick up CFBHC.
All right. Let's go through the game.
All right. Oh God.
All right. Well, we just skip this one. Like, it was rape.
let's go through it.
Nick Hall had 4 touchdowns in the first half, and then they took him out of the game because it was.
That's just.
This game reminds me.
Oh
of,
my
like,
lord, are the Bears sweating now?
Playing UCF.
Yeah, this is. Oh, that's a dated reference.
Yeah,
Actually, who?
Henson go for 300 yards and then having Jerry Rambo come in and then run for like another.
Fred Romanowski with 11 tackles. That's kind of surprising.
Well, they ran fucking Shoemaker 40 times.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Those tackles.
now
He certainly
I
was.
know we're going game by game, but we gotta address this really quick. Fucking the Falcons take AJ at number 2. Darius Jones falls to the Cardinals and has a great day.
Yeah.
Are the Falcons super worried right now? Like, they might have made the worst mistake ever.
Yeah, it's the first game. Let's not overreact to anything here. But maybe a little hesitation.
I don't think. I think the reason that they picked A.J. Jefferson was because of the potential. Because A.J. Jefferson came out early, whereas Jarius Jones played all of his.
And Richard. Jarius Jones is 2 years older than A.J. Jefferson.
Yeah. So kind of a little slack here. Do you want to move on to the Chargers Broncos?
Sure.
Not a lot of
Jay
action.
Rambo still getting 24 carries and no touchdowns. So
Let's see. I mean, they actually went kind of balanced though, so that's not bad. Darren Warner just wasn't great either.
Sean Cole, I think he's been in the league for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, Sean Cole was the backup running back for the Vikings a while ago.
Yeah, the Vikings just breed good running backs, I guess.
Yeah, a solid game. Not much happened until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
There's only a field goal for the fourth quarter.
Yeah. But I think these are two pretty solid defensive teams now, I'd say. Adam Scott's still in the league.
Tunch Richardson did
Playing?
not show up on the stat line.
Yeah, and Tunch without there. But they did have 2 guys, or they had 3 guys making plays. So the tackles guy, like Tunch, isn't going to show up.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he had a pretty. Well, I'd assume he had a pretty decent game. He's Tunch Richardson.
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry Rambo only 87 yards on 24 carries. You got to think he had a hand in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he was a force in the inside linebacker, but you don't know because it's not that many defensive players make the stat line. It's hard to see what's happening.
All right, moving on to St. Louis and Seattle.
This
is a good game.
Walpeck.
Oh, Corey
Matt
Quinn.
Cowan is your daddy.
Ducks in the third quarter, showing up.
Oh, Walt Peck got shut down.
Yep, told you.
Matt Cowan is your fucking daddy, Walpeck. Call him father. He just beat you with the belt.
Yeah, so that's Seahawks secondary. Showed
Daryl
up.
Murphy, like one of the highest rated quarterbacks.
Yeah. Shut.
Under 50%. Or no, he's above 50%.
Yeah,
but,
shut the fuck down, though.
Yeah, Corey Quinn, quack, picking him off.
Yep. In his first game.
Ducks had a real good day so far.
Yeah,
Ducks had a good third quarter in this game. Sean
Wow.
Anderson with a touchdown.
Wow, Cowan had a good game. I think Cowan might have been the best player for Seattle in this game.
Wait, let me check on another Duck. Oh, Faneka. Or whatever you want to
Faneca.
say. 9 for 172 and 3 touchdowns. Ducks run 4 p.m. slot.
Yeah, they did, man. And I guess we should move on to the 49ers at the Cardinals. Cardinals in their first game in the NFL. Jarius Jones as well, his first performance. He showed up. Unlike a lot of the rookie quarterbacks, Jarius Jones with a very, very solid performance, leading them into victory in overtime.
Do you guys think Todd Lester can be a successful NFL quarterback?
Oh yeah,
Lester the Bust-ester.
I don't doubt that for a minute. I think he definitely has the potential. I mean, he showed it today too. I mean, he passed for 233 yards. He just threw the interception. He ran for a touchdown. That's not bad at all. But didn't get them to win, which is a problem. But they were in Arizona first
Actually,
game.
the Arizona defense, I'm assuming they made a stop in overtime because it.
Oh yeah, I'd probably seen that too. Or Jarius Jones just runs the clock.
Super slow, methodical offense.
Yeah.
Grossman, the USC inside linebacker formerly.
Yeah.
Get leading the
This
tackle.
year, the trade from Carolina. No interceptions off the rookie, but 6 tackles, not bad.
Yeah.
Actually, 6 tackles from a corner.
Yeah.
Not bad. Now let's talk about Brian Vardell.
Oh man.
There were some great quarterback performances in this hour.
What has been going on with Green Bay?
I don't really know because I don't think Green Bay is a bad team and
I don't
Ted's
think Jason Johnson's the problem.
coach. I don't know what's happened. I don't think Jason Johnson's the problem. I think that's overplayed. I think he's a solid quarterback.
Did they trade Chad Dest, or was he a free agent?
This game.
I think it's their defense, honestly.
They traded Chad Dest.
Because Lynn Bartkowski, 25 carries for 73 and a fumble.
You know what Green Bay's problem is?
Not
They
so
traded Jim Sizemore.
That was like
That's-
2 years.
You know who else traded?
It was-
Jim
I think-
Sizemore?
I think it was last year because they traded him to us, and then we traded him to you guys. And we obviously got
And
the
we're-
best for Jim Sizemore. I think he's been around for like 6-round picks,
No,
and we traded him
The
for.
first trade, the Packers gave up a first rounder for him.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
And they traded him for a 6th.
A 6.
The old heel
Uh-oh.
strategy.
A
You know,
worrisome
you-
start to a young career. Sonny Beckett got a concussion in his first game in the
Well, they
pros.
took our free safety too, but he was pretty garbage. Like he never recorded a single stat.
Yeah.
So many half sacks.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's just one full sack for both teams, basically.
Artie LeClaire, former Dallas Cowboy, playing for Minnesota. They got him in.
And Chester Henson continues to show his receiving prowess. I think he's basically what, like the LaDainian Tomlinson of this sim, probably.
Like Matt Forte, but based in Minnesota.
Maybe. He's better than Forte, I'd say.
Yeah, he's like Forte Peterson blood.
I think he's Peterson. He's got to be.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll call him LT.
Oh. Nobody's as good as you.
CH.
Bradley Cooley's LT.
Deserves that comparison.
Keyshawn with that pick of North Brookshire saying this is my league, bitch. Early on.
Oh,
This was
God.
a Detroit game.
Yeah.
But Brookshire threw 2.
Man.
2 touchdowns for North Brookshire. Solid performance.
Wait, hold on. I want to address
Not
something.
bad.
Going back to the Kansas City game. So, like, Kansas City, is Oakland's defense also in backups now? Once they lose,
Oh, wait, I just realized that I don't think I get any fantasy points for Oakland's defense, even though they held them to 7 points. Shit.
it's like Oakland's backup defense that's in.
No,
the
I don't
second
think
half,
so.
Or, okay.
You get a point for Oakland's defense because they're a sack.
Oh, yeah, but that's it. That's still kind of sad. They showed the fuck up.
Wait, you don't get points for like each like tier of points allowed.
No.
What?
Yeah. Rest in peace, my fantasy team. Anyways, but back to the last game. Let's actually touch on it. Lions in Chicago. Not what Storm and Company or Darman and Company had envisioned for the Bears. Rob LeCount. This is trade one for the Lions, I'd say, after this performance.
Man.
Rob
I
LeCount
was not expecting-
reunited, and it feels so good in Michigan.
This is hard. How good is the Bears secondary? Because I'm assuming it's not very good right now.
Probably not, no. But Morris Millen making his earning his paycheck a bit there. The interception leading the team in tackles.
Oyster.
I don't know. Just. Whoa. Yeah, we're still fine.
There's a large tree silence there.
Yeah, I think so. Where was I?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, Morris Millen earning his paycheck. Earl Jackson with a good game, not really a surprise. He seems to always do that. Shut up the sack and the forced fumble. But just a very, very solid game for Detroit. I imagine the Lions are just excited as they could possibly be. If we lose to the Lions, I probably deserve to be fired. Dactor said that. That seems like a bad idea.
All right, then.
Because it looks like the Lions might be one of the best teams in NFLHC right now.
I don't know. It's weird because we're saying like it's only week one. Like don't worry about it for the bad performances, but you got to say that too for
Yeah, that's true.
the good team.
Yeah, like we don't know what Rob counts.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. These are going up against like expansion teams too, so they're not fully.
They don't even have team chemistry yet, probably.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's been the most impressive so far.
Yeah.
Just because he did that against the Packers. I know the Packers aren't an elite team, but they're better than an expansion team.
Yeah. Like Vardell just tore.
He made them.
I'm assuming what happened was Green Bay was expecting the run, and then ALW09 was like, nah, fuck you.
Vardell. Maybe Vardell will finally get that MVP that's been longed for by the Vikings fans.
I think sharing with Henson is going to keep him from getting it.
Yeah. But, I mean, with this start to the season, he's already, I think, ahead of everybody else in basically the stat category besides Nick Hall, but that was against Casey.
Or Rob will count against fucking Chicago.
Mm-hmm. But I think Vardell's is probably still better than LeCounts. Arguably. Maybe not even arguably. Hold on, let me check. That's close. Vardell slung it more for more yards, but he didn't also throw it an interception, so. Do we have anything else we want to actually discuss?
You want to preview the last two games?
Oh yeah, we should definitely do that. So we have the Bengals facing the Ravens for Sunday night. This is going to be a really good game. I'm very interested to see how this turns out. Rome I think he's on a win streak right now. I don't know if they lost. I think they won like a couple in a row to end the season last year. If not, they were at least like 4-1 without Rabbit. And Rabbit actually did well with the Steelers. So I don't know if that's even what the problem was.
I think they had the wrong scheme for the Ravens.
That must have been it.
And
Maybe he was running spread when he should have been running pro. That's my guess.
It just was a bad situation, and we don't can discuss that because that's
been beaten to death. But Rome has done well for Baltimore. We'll see if the success from the end of last year carries over into this year, because Baltimore was probably one of the scariest teams you could have played at the end of last year. Because I think they beat Oakland, they beat Cincinnati, they kicked Cincinnati out of the playoffs.
Yeah, fuck. Sorry, that was a tough game. But we're gonna get our revenge tonight. Hopefully.
Yeah, Cincinnati's revenge, hopefully for dangerous minds. Eyes, hopefully. But yeah, so we'll see. I think the Bengals will win this game, but I would not be surprised at all if Baltimore comes out on top.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, Baltimore is a good team,
Yeah.
and I could see it going either way.
And I think even though Rome didn't necessarily like the Eason pick, I think he'll show up tonight. I think we'll have a good game, and I think some other people will step up. But I still think Blake Shell will lead the Bengals to victory, and hopefully, let's hope he doesn't get injured because I hate to see that. I hate to see a good team just getting screwed by an injury like that. But
Okay, we got a backup this time.
so
Then the Monday night.
yeah, the Monday night game, which might be actually on Tuesday, I think.
Wednesday, actually.
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay, so the Wednesday night game between the Colts and the Jags. I think
It's
you got
hard to even talk about this game because the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts will be a changed team probably by then, but you got to imagine the Jags will win this game just because of what's happened with the Colts, which is also a shame. But I think Clem and Lasercats will. I think they're capable enough to fix and turn the Colts around.
But not one week.
I mean, this is a team that just went to the Super Bowl, though, so they have talent there, obviously.
But they're missing. They don't have 5 offensive linemen on their team.
Yeah, that's a
They
problem.
have 4. Like, they just don't have everything together.
Yeah,
And they're paying their offense or their defensive line like $60 million.
yeah, it's ridiculous. The cap situation is
Year.
not good.
Like, something crazy.
So
It's a bad situation there. I think the Jags with Alan Taylor will just run around them, and it's over.
I think it might still be a close game, though. It depends on how much the Colts blow up the team, though.
Yeah, well, they're not going to change anything by then, except for adding enough players
Yeah,
to.
I think they'll probably make a trade.
Wait, that brings up the question. Everyone else will have already played that week, though. If they trade for someone, I don't think that person can play because they've already played this week.
That's a good point. I don't exactly know how that works. I guess they'd have to be able to play.
Baseball. I know you can get traded and then play in baseball.
Yeah.
It'll be same week. Like, I don't think you can do that in the NFL.
Also,
Like, if someone plays a Thursday.
they'll probably be
Oh.
bad for the player too. You gotta imagine they'd be more injury prone if they're going out that quickly of a
And they
tournament.
also have no clue about like plays or anything like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I guess it's just a sim, so it might not take that stuff into consideration.
Probably shouldn't get to play.
I'm still told differently. All right, I think that's about it.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Let's sign off.
All right, so this has been NFLHC Sunday Countdown. I'm Dean Greg Belton.
I'm Auditorium.
I'm Danger Zone.
Cade Rich
Oh.
5.
And see you later.
We out you.